Hey, what's up YouTube? Coin Flip back, and today we are going to do our 2023 recap. We'll try to keep it brief. There's a lot of stuff going on, but I mean, we did a lot of different things. So anyway, I just want to say thank you to all for tuning into my channel throughout the year. This is going to be a recap on kind of the coin roll hunting finds. I do have some other stuff I want to go over just to kick off the new year, but we'll make a separate video. So this video will be dedicated to coin roll hunts and finds that we found on the channel or off channel, but didn't maybe make a video for. So I'll go over all that with you, but this is kind of a majority of it here. So anyway, let's get into it. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of different things here, and you know, we searched a lot of coins. It was just a matter of getting time to do it. We did a lot of stuff off camera, specifically with nickels and pennies with my son. He enjoys this as well, so I do some of that with him. And so that's what a lot of the wheat cents are. We got a lot of wheat cents. Him and I had a couple customer drop-off bags that we did where we just had piles and piles of wheat cents, but nothing too crazy. We did search the wheat cents for any dyes or anything in particular. Didn't find anything extraordinary per se, but it was a lot of fun doing that with my son. Same thing with the nickels. We keep our 40s and 50s and throw them in baggies, and occasionally if we sell them or whatever we want to do, but we keep those mostly in bags for now. Eventually we'll get more organized and put them in tubes and such. And then also buffalo nickels that we found throughout the year. Obviously mostly in the 30s. We did save a few that were from the teens, and those are in flips. Most of this box are a lot of quarters, to be honest. Just grab a few, but extra cactus, some machine doubling in a 65, and God We Rust errors, die chip errors. And these are in no particular order, just because at some point I want to maybe sell these off to somebody that would enjoy them more than I would. But we did hang on to them, and that's what most of this box is things that we feel are a little bit above value, face value, just due to die chips or minor errors that somebody may enjoy, especially new collectors. So that's one of the goals that we have for this year, is to kind of consolidate a lot of this stuff and sell it off and get something else that we can enjoy and possibly make a video for you on the channel. So, you know, turn this into, say, a roll of Franklins and put together a Franklin book, much like we do on Kennedy half dollars, just for example. I'm sure this isn't going to buy a roll of Franklins, by the way, but you get the point, right? So basically just consolidate some of the stuff that we have and turn it into something else and keep making good quality, fun content for you on the channel. I won't go over values on kind of what this stuff is. Obviously, I'd say the biggest find of the year was this guy, which is our 1976 DDO. It did get details for being corroded, but AU50. And again, this is approximately a $250 coin that we found coin roll hunting. So this just goes to show you how valuable it can be. A lot of pennies. If you do find a penny air, I know Diggin' Dave is probably one of the best, in my opinion, at finding some of those, or Rob Finds Treasure, for example. They find a lot of penny airs, which can be very valuable, but very time consuming on the pennies. Still have a lot to learn for myself and my son. It's just very time consuming for us because anyway, we're going through so many different things. And then lastly, we have our silver jar. These are all coin roll hunt finds. Matter of fact, I do also have these too, which these are the higher quality finds that we found in the silver hunts. So we'll go through these in just a moment. These are pretty nice coins, so I put those in flips. But anyway, we'll get all this kind of pushed aside. Just kind of want to give you a visual of kind of what our year looked like in a sense. We have sold some tubes of 40 and 50 Jefferson nickels on eBay. So there was obviously much more finds than what you see here in these bags, but that's what we have left. So anyway, let's get everything kind of pushed back, and we will dump out our silver jar and see how we did for 23. Before we actually dump out this silver jar, I wanted to go over kind of all the finds we had that we decided to put in flips. These are all silver coins that I just thought were too good to not be in a flip. 53S, another 53S. I think we found these on the same hunt, if I recall. But again, original luster, pretty nice coins. I haven't checked to see if these have full torch. I will do so and put that on the screen for you. 55 Philly. In 1955 was the lowest year for Roosevelt dimes overall. Each one of them was pretty low. 55S, again low mintage as it mentions there. This 64 dime was just in really good shape, 64 Denver. And again, if they have the full torch, I will put that on the screen for you. 76 S, 40%er, again with some original luster. And it still blows my mind that these coins were found coin roll hunting. 1967. And again, just look at the shape of this thing. This one needs to be kind of looked at a little bit more, but just watching the cartwheel on some of these coins is incredible. Very minimal marks on this 67. Another 67. Again, just original mint luster. Really see that cartwheel. There's another one. Obviously, we find quite a few 67s, but I just felt like they deserve to be in a flip. Some 64s coming up. Again, overall pretty good shape. Some luster left and some cool toning on that one. Another 64. I may have found these on the same hunt actually as well, but again, even in the flip you can see some of that luster and cartwheel. Pretty cool. And this was a 42 with pretty good detail, probably XF, maybe AU, but overall, again, just thought it deserved to be in a flip. So even had some luster there, so pretty cool. So although we may not have had as great of a year as other channels, I'm not really concerned about that. I know for a fact I didn't hunt as much as some of those other channels, probably a quarter of all those big names or guys that are doing live streams. Those guys go through a lot, and gals go through quite a few boxes. Just me with my my children and just normal family life, you know, we just try to do this on the side and do it some quiet evenings and go through some boxes and bring you guys in for the ride. So I appreciate that. But let's get this dumped out and see kind of what's in here. There we go. Kind of a little bit deceiving in that jar, but we only filled the jar about halfway of what we wanted to. This is like an old soup jar from like Sam's Club or something, but I use those to put copper or in this case silver in throughout the year, but kind of deceiving. We did do okay. I mean, I'm not mad at this at all by any means. I mean, this is all face value silver, which is insane to think about, but I'm going to kind of dig through here off camera, sort of organize this stuff so we can kind of go through it together. But pretty healthy stack, considering, like I said, I know for sure we don't do as much as a lot of those other channels, especially the live stream channels. So very happy with this as the first year of our channel. And again, can't thank you guys enough. We're over 500 subscribers and counting. So let's make 24 a good year. I'm going to get this sorted out and see kind of what we had. All right, so I kind of got this sorted here for us, just to kind of go over. Obviously the ones in the flips we already looked at, but this is kind of a breakdown. I think this is everything. I don't know if there's anything else in flips and boxes that I'm unaware of. I think this is everything. So I want to keep this as real and honest as possible, but I do put stuff away. I don't add anything to it. I know there may be some haters out there, but this is what we found. So let's just kind of get into it. I'll start here just because these are random. It's kind of, these are the 4 Canadian dimes. So, and these are 80% silver. So, and I will put the value of everything in the screen over here, and we'll try to keep a tally of kind of what we found for you. And I'll just be using coin apps. That link will be below. Just fill out what you have and it will give you based off spot of that day, and that will give you an idea of value. So I'm going to go off spot price at the time of making this video. I'll put right here in the corner, and then we'll put the value of everything in the top right corner here. So starting with the dimes, we had 4 Canadian dimes, 80% silver. We also had Mercury dimes. We had 7 of these. Rosies, we had 95. That includes the 5 in the flips, but 90 right here. So 95 Rosies total. War nickels, including what we had in the book. We did fill out our book, which we did not complete, but this is all from this year since starting the channel, but including all these silver nickels on this page, as well as these 345s up here. But all those included, we had 27 war nickels. We only had 5 quarters. We searched a lot of quarter boxes, I feel like. We found a ton of die chip errors and such, but only 5 silver quarters for us this year. Extremely low. 40% silver, which is going to be this row here, and then these are stacks of 20, and then what's left over. But 1965s, we had 5. 66, we had 8. 67, we had 34. 68, we had 23. And 69, we had 9. We had 2 1976s. Here's one. The other's in the flip. Lastly, we had 6 Walkers, including this 1942 that we had in the flip. We had 4 Benjis. So So pretty light on the Benjis. I know a lot of people found quite a few of those. I only found 4. And then 1964s, including the 2 in the flips, we have 10 here, and these 2, so 12 64s. So that's pretty much it. This is kind of what we found in 23. Obviously, moving forward in 24, one of our goals is to do more boxes and hopefully find more finds and be able to create more videos for you. So, but again, this isn't here to try to show off or anything of that nature, not a contest with any other channel. This is just what you can find if you put your due diligence in, make those friendships at the banks and get those accounts started so they can order you some boxes. And all of these can be productive. This is a lot of work to do all of this, whether you're just looking for silver. Pennies I find are very, very tedious, but can be very rewarding because you only have 1 cent in the game. If you find something valuable, you can increase your profit by, significantly. But so pennies and nickels are where it's at for me. I enjoy the nickels. They're super easy to find. You can find some silver in there. You can find some old buffaloes. I've even found a V-nickel this year, which I donated to Hunting Southwest Ohio's big chest giveaway, if I recall. But overall, very, very fun. I mean, really just depends on what you're looking for or why you're doing it. I enjoy doing them all. Obviously, there's others that I enjoy doing the most. I do enjoy the silver. That's what got me in this, is stacking silver. And I said, why not try to get silver at face value? And as a result, here is the total. Again, I don't know how many boxes I did. If I had a guess, man, I don't really know, but I'm going to say probably averaged a box a week. There were some weeks I didn't get boxes because they didn't come in or they were given out. And there were some weeks where I got 2 boxes. So I'm going to guess 1 box a week average, give or take maybe 5 to 10 boxes there, but I don't know for sure. That's one thing I want to do, is create a spreadsheet or something to organize and keep track. I think that's kind of unique and nice to track in the future. But first year of the channel, just working out some kinks. I think that'll work out. But again, I appreciate you watching. Hopefully we can bring you a lot more content like this year. Coin flip out.